Alright, so here's how you get popping in the music industry. Let's check it out. Now listen, there's no guarantee for this to work, but from my own research and my own experiences, I'm giving you the tools and you use them how you choose them. First off, it's your boy Merlin the Magnificent back with another Merlynsaidit commentary. So let's hop right into it, man. Alright, number one, community. Now look, I know you probably heard this a million other times from all these other YouTube gurus, who have told you that this is how you get popping in the industry. And look, I'm gonna tell you this a million more times. Community is very important, and you need some friends in the industry, man. Especially if you're just starting out and you're most likely making music on your own. That's okay to start, but eventually you're gonna need to expand from just you and your music in the studio. I've been making music since I was 18 and I'm 24 now. And confidently I can say working with people who are in the same type of field, same type of industry as myself, having my back, bouncing off creative ideas and things and such like that has definitely been an extreme help to me and my growth. Quite frankly, I really wouldn't have it any other way. Plus, getting featured on someone else's song and using a beat somebody else made for you can not only get you traction, but it can get them traction. And let's say if they got a little bit more emotion than you, that motion that they have from the song y'all did together is gonna definitely help you out in the long run. So you're probably wondering, how do you do this? Well, first, it's quite simple. The first place I'd start out with would be Discord. Now look, Discord, a lot of y'all sleeping on Discord, and I was one of them, man. I was like one of these old dinosaur cats that was on to something new. And you know, at first I was just kind of like, bro, I don't know why I need Discord, but now I do see why I need Discord, because that's really where all the artists have been converging for the past couple of years now. Keep it real, I even got some features and some opens I got to send to some cats that I just met not too long ago on Discord. And on Discord, I'm actually in a couple of music chats, you know, such as Clouded, Dan6. I also need to get into some more group chats, but you know, with time that'll come. And honestly, it's as simple as sending out a friend request, they add you back, then you get in the DMs and y'all chop it up. It's really that simple. Something else I'd also use would be TikTok, because there's a lot of artists on TikTok right now as it stands, and you could simply do this by leaving a like or a comment on their video, giving them a follow, and you know, saying something to them like, hey, I like your work, such and such, let's work together. Plus, in today's day and age, it's really not what you know, but it's who you know. So let's get into number two. Number two is features, man. You gotta get that feature rank up, my boy. Let's talk about it. Now look, I'm not gonna lie, at first when this concept was really brought up to me, the only people I was really used to doing songs and features with were the dudes who I was already making music with, to be honest. Shout out to Crew. But ever since then, you know, I've made more friends and I'm continuously making friends. And something I've noticed is when you get a feature, bro, like bringing up my point from number one about the whole attraction thing, there's artists who might have a bigger fan base than you that you can be introduced to through a song with them. Not only that, a lot of the times, like, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of my main music is on Spotify. It's on all platforms, you know, a little shameless plug right there. But Spotify is really where it's at for the artists, from what I've noticed. And what you get in a feature on somebody else's project, song, single, whichever, you're presenting yourself to the algorithm a lot more than you were before by just being, you know, on your own songs by yourself. Plus, you never know. Getting a feature with that person more than likely will well, I already said that, I'm sorry. It will introduce you to more people, but you never know who that artist may know also, and they can invite you to different shows, invite you on tour with them, you can open for them. You never know, because the possibilities are endless. So guys, get out of your own way, get online, reach out to some people, make some friends, and get that feature rank up. Let's get into number three. Number three, and this is off the top of my head, but find your audience. What do I mean by find your audience? I mean, you gotta find the people that you will resonate with the most. Think about what has drawn you into artists in the past. What made you want to listen to them? What made you feel connected to them? Those are the things you need to find out about your audience. And you're not going to find that by not posting anything. You got to experiment. You got to get on TikTok. You got to get on Instagram. You got to make some waves, Brody. That's really what you got to do. And the only way you're going to find your audience is mainly by being authentic. You're not going to find it by trying to copy what another artist does or his style or his fashion. Taking inspiration, that's the beautiful thing about art. You can pull inspiration from anywhere, but those inspirations should only be funneled to service your own authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And through that authenticity, you will be able to find your audience. And I know what you're going to say, M-Dog, how do you find your audience? Well, it's actually quite simple, and it's kind of from the first steps we were talking about before. So whatever artist it is that you take inspiration from or that you think you sound the most like in comparison, you need to find out their genre of music specifically and kind of play around with those different hashtags in the algorithm, so that way you're being directed to who would be receiving your music the same way they were receiving that other person's music. Plus, not only that, through getting features, that's another way that you're going to be able to be shown to a different audience. And if you make music like the person or similar to the person that you're featured on, they're going to be able to gravitate towards you as well. And that'll be some of the audience that you have naturally. This doesn't happen overnight. So let's get into number 4, and it's going to be all right. Number 4 is posting. And honestly, when it comes to posting, what I've noticed is it comes back to what we were just talking about with authenticity and number 3 and finding your audience. You want to be able to post so that way you can find that audience that it is you're looking for. And what do you post about exactly? Well, that's relative to you. So you're not going to post the same thing that everybody else posts. But what I suggest you do post are things that are unique to your life. If you like to go to the gym, post you working out. If you like fashion, post the different fits that you got. If you just made a song, post the behind the scenes of you making that song or the music video for that song, gang. It's not that hard. Now, and not only that, you're able to use posts to tell a story with the songs that you have. You know what I'm saying? You're being able to show the world just who it is that you actually are. And that comes from posting consistently. And oh man, I just spoiled number 5. It's all right. Let's shuck and jive. Number 5 is consistency, and you knew this one was coming, and I know most of you probably done clicked off after you heard that. It's cool. The real ones gonna get the information that they need. It's all right. But check me out though. Consistency breeds the best in us all. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the smartest, the funniest. You don't have to be the strongest. You don't have to be any of those things. But you need to be consistent in order to be at the top of where it is you want to be. And wherever that mountain peak is, it's relative to you as an individual. So what I'd really say is, on top of consistency, is find your own identity. This is kind of a number. This is kind of like 5.5 right here. But find your identity as an individual, so that way you can create the most authentic content in the world. You know what I'm saying? And naturally, people will gravitate towards you as a person. So take down what I said from numbers 1 through 5, use it, abuse it, and go out there and use it. Did I already say use it? It doesn't matter. I'm trying to rhyme. I'm always on time. So check me out. It's your boy Merlin the Magnificent, back at it again with another Merlynsaidit commentary for your head top. And we coming hard in 2024. No diddy, no diddy, no diddy, no diddy. But check me out though, man. Mess with me on the Instas, mess with me on the TikToks. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.